Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to review Smackdown from tonight. What's today? Tonight, January 16th, edition of Friday Night Smackdown here. Honestly, it was a solid show tonight. I thought Friday Smackdown did a good job of juggling, storylines related to titles. But these two matches I'm going to talk about really stood out above the rest, I thought. Carmelo Hayes and Leon Slater put on an incredible match of high-flying action for the United States Championship, adding another in the long line of show-stealing performances by the United States Open Challenge. That was really good. Leon Slater's a damn good wrestler. He's only, 21? And the main event was also really fantastic between Sami Zayn and Dragunov. Every time those two step in the ring, they have a really good match. We know it will be Orton, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and Damian Priest fighting over a title shot. It should be an awesome Fatal 4-Way match at Saturday Night's Main Event. That's your 4 winners, by the way, those 4 single matches. This week showed a couple weak spots, but it was a decent way to spend a few hours on Friday night watching SmackDown. Probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It was a solid show. There were some weak spots, but it was a solid show overall for 3 hours. Very straightforward. Show tonight. Like a mini tournament, with a mini tournament to qualify for a big Fatal 4-Way match. But these 4 qualified for a Fatal 4-Way next week on Saturday Night's Main Event with the right to challenge Drew McIntyre at the Rumble. Carmelo Hayes continues to churn out some of the best matches, not only in WWE, but all of wrestling. Leon Slater's match against Carmelo Hayes tonight was a better representation of what TNA could be than that entire show on Thursday. A disaster TNA show. Which was terrible. But yeah, it was a solid show. Let's go over what happened tonight. I'm not going to make this a super long review. Let's get right into it. So, last week's show, we had Drew McIntyre win the championship from Cody Rhodes in a 3 stages of hell match. Nick Aldis set up the tournament to find his next challenger. These 4 matches took place tonight, so this is what they had advertised in advance. Priest and Sikoa, Zayn and Dragunov, Orton and Miz, Cardona and Williams. Carmelo Hayes held his open challenge, and McIntyre celebrates his title win. SmackDown opened with the usual shots of superstars arriving at the arena in London before you got a recap of what happened last week. I don't know if it's you guys. I don't need to see a recap of what happened last week. I watched the show. I know what the fuck happened last week. I don't need to see a damn recap. Every single time they have a big match the week before the main event, they always do a recap. I watched the show. I don't need to see what happened. We got the recap. And back in the arena, bagpipe players were on the stage playing McIntyre in the ring. Took his time getting down the aisle and celebrating with some people in the front row. He had the crowd chanting his name, and it looked like he might give more of a babyface promo, but before he turned on the crowd, they were never there for him when it counts. He also revealed that Cody will not get a rematch per stipulation he snuck into their contract. This one, Orton came out to remind McIntyre they had beat him before and can do it again. Jacob Fatu showed up, went out right after the champion. They fought ringside, and an assumed Viper watched from the ring. Fatu chased McIntyre through the crowd. The Miz snuck in, hissed the Skull Crush finale. So McIntyre remaining a heel was both the expected route for him, taking the right call. WWE could have turned him babyface following his victory, but he operates better as a monster heel. His promo was good, and then it leads into the first match, which we'll get into. The Miz, Randy Orton versus The Miz. So the first of the 4 qualifying matches took place after the break. The Miz and Randy Orton. So the match started during the break and saw The Miz maintain control until Orton nailed with a pair of clotheslines and a snap power slam. He dropped him on the announce table 3 times where he had to drop in DDT. He scored the win with his patent RKO. Did a predictable, decently entertaining match. He's still been working together for years, so built up enough chemistry to have a They can build up good enough chemistry to have a good match in their sleep. So it was a solid decently entertaining. But The Miz has never looked weaker. His finisher doesn't even finish people anymore, and it feels like it's been years since he was a serious contender, like for a title, or at least make him look strong. My lord, his finisher is just weak because everyone kicks out of it. But yeah, that was solid. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Julia and Kiana James. Charlotte Flair and Alexa defeated Julia and Kiana. This felt more competitive than their previous encounters, which benefited this match. Like, Kiana James and Julia were definitely more aggressive than they've been in recent weeks, so there were a couple spots that didn't look great, but most of what we got here was good. Unfortunately, that aggression did not equal a win, as former tag champs got the win. James, Lash Legend and Nia Jax came out and attacked the winners when it was over. Look, I like Lash Legend, but I'm not really impressed with her, man. Like, the only move she really does is that big fist forearm or whatever. Like, I don't know about. Look, I like Lash Legend. She's beautiful, but I don't really see the hype with her. Just don't. And having her with Nia Jax isn't really helping either. James was going to go get after Jax for getting involved in her business, but James talked her out of it. Or Julia was going to go after Nia Jax for getting involved in her business. James talked her out of it, held her back. It was hard to tell, but WWE might be planting seeds for Bliss and Flair to break up soon. Maybe. And your former WWE champion, Cody, comes out. There was a pre-tape video with Sikoa. Strong Uncle held his video with his own pre-tape promo saying he wants a tag title shot for the MFTs, motherfuckers, to get the lantern back. I'm sorry, my family tree. We got back to the arena. Cody came to the ring, talking about losing the championship. What's next? They gave him an extra sponsor crowd deal, which seemed to catch him off guard. The fans were chanting his name while others booed just as loudly. American Nightmare said his reign become episodic, which is a nice way of saying it become repetitive. Gave his usual rah-rah kind of speech before saying he was entering the Rumble, with the intention of being the second to win it 3 times in a row. He spoke about Fatu and a receipt for what he did last week. Trick Williams and Matt Cardona. It was hard to tell who would win because both men would make sense to advance in the tournament. Unpredictability always makes a match more interesting. It was a solid match. Here, Trick Williams got the win. Here to advance in that Fatal 4-Way at Saturday main event. Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa. This was actually pretty good, I thought. The 2 previous qualifying matches didn't feel like there were big stakes, even though there were, but just didn't feel like they were. But Sikoa and Priest did a good job, make it feel like it was really important. These two worked really good together. They've had good matches. At the end, Sikoa stopped Howdy from taking the lantern. The Wyatt Six appeared at ringside after Tonga was cheating and the ref booted him from the ringside area. Sikoa was preparing for the finish. Priest off, the lights went out. The Wyatt Six appeared behind the motherfuckers and began a huge brawl at ringside. I'm sorry, my family tree. My lord. Sikoa then stopped Howdy from taking the lantern, but the distraction allowed Priest to hit his finish for the win. Damian Priest moves on to the Saturday night's main event. Then out comes Kit Wilson. Or match before Kit Wilson come out, which was something. Kit Wilson come out, I believe. Crowd was chanting Kit Wilson, his theme song. I think Cody and Jacob Fatu had a brawl as well. I don't think he mentions it here, but they had a brawl. So they're going to face off also at Saturday night's main event. Cody Rhodes and Fatu. Carmelo Hayes versus Leon Slayer. Once again, the U.S. title show that stole the show on Friday night. Hayes has proved he's one of the most reliable workers in the roster. But the past few weeks of title matches have cemented him as one of the best all-around wrestlers in the company right now. And Hayes continued to sell the injured leg throughout this match. They fought through it, managed to beat the young X Division champion to retain the U.S. title. Turned the suplex into a cutter for the win. And Leon Slayer, man, he's a great worker. This was the first time these two have shared a ring, and it looked like they've been working together in the ring for years. Leon Slayer, man, it's too bad Slayer was pulled from TNA Genesis due to his WWE commitments, but he makes so many things look so easy in the ring. He's definitely a prodigy in the ring. WWE would be wise to sign him when his TNA deal's up. Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace gets the win over Chelsea Green. And after the match, Cargill didn't look impressed. Jordan cut a promo. Green tried to attack Grace from behind, but ended up crashing Cargill, which gave Grace a chance to post the title for Titles of the Champions. I assume we're going to get Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill at some point. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov was a really fun match. This was really damn good. Definitely the two best matches of the show were Leon Slater, Carmelo Hayes, and Sami Zayn and Dragunov. But that's kind of really all I got to say for this video. For SmackDown, give it a 6.5 out of 10. I thought it was a solid show. Nothing spectacular, but I thought it was solid. So, yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace, and till next time, peace. And leave your thoughts in the comment section below.